Light Airways marks the 4th anniversary of the LTA-46 hijacking and the first anniversary of its pioneering subsidiary, Light Aerospace. Since the hijacking tragedy, Light Airways has launched Light Aerospace, breaking the Airbus and Boeing duopoly with its innovative LOX series, following the success of the L01, a narrow-body airliner with a range of 6,600 nautical miles. Light Aerospace introduced the L02 series. The L02, with a range of 11,000 nautical miles, has been a massive success. In contrast, the L02, with a range of 9,800 nautical miles, saw limited production.
Yo dude, come and look at this. Wow, an L02-1.
So Bronco, ready for your first time flying on the L02 to Singapore?
Of course! I've been hyped about this ever since I found out. I was trained with this in the flight simulator. The controls were very simple.
I know, right? It was better than the A350s and 787s we had. This is going to be my 10th time flying it.
Since this is the first time meeting you, is it true that you're the pilot to save passengers from a hijack 4 years ago?
There were only 5 passengers on that flight. It was tough. Me and First Officer Leo had to wrestle that hijacker named Dylan. Until now, I still don't know his motive as the police kept it confidential for some reason.
Do you still have flashbacks?
No, I was trained to do that many times. Also, that was the 3rd crash of Light Airways after the Rockford runway collision. That crash affected Light Airways' reputation, and the airport had to add a 3rd runway.
Do you have any friends on one of those flights?
Unfortunately, yes. He was the captain of that A350-900. His name was Tyler. His flight was LTA-4 from Greater Rockford to Tokyo. Well, it already has been 4 years since his death.
What's so special about Singapore? Do they have lots of doors there?
No, they're famous for their airports and delicious food. Singapore Airport is one of the best airports in the world. This was why Light Airways moved its hub there last year from Rockford and Isolirani. Despite its name, it isn't associated with doors.
Oh wait, our flight is boarding soon.
No need to rush. We still have plenty of time. Also, after the hijack of LTA-46, they replaced the CEO. The CEO is now Mr. Kong. He's a secretive and selfish person. Please don't tell others.
Okay, but how do you know all this?
Rumors from other captains.
Hey Clara, what do you think of Aurelia?
I like your country very much. Its food is delicious, especially sourdough.
Since it's my turn to visit your country, Singapore, I want to know why are we not taking Singapore Airlines?
Light Airways is better, trust me.
Did you forget about the 2 incidents?
Shut up, James. Malaysia Airlines also had 2 incidents, but they improved a lot.
Does Singapore have 4 seasons?
Singapore is a tropical country. It's very hot there unlike here.
What continent is Singapore from again?
Oh my gosh, didn't I tell you many times? It's in Asia, so improve your geography.
I've never been to Asia before, and I'm excited to try Light Airways for the first time.
No one asked.
Attention passengers, this is the final boarding call for flight LTA 52 to Singapore. All passengers traveling on LTA 52 are currently requested to proceed to gate 12 for immediate boarding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Juan Daniel, and I will be your pilot.
Wait a
today's
minute,
flight.
that's Captain
Joining
Huang,
me in
the guy who
cockpit is
stopped the
First Officer
hijack for years ago.
Gunslinger,
How?
our co-pilot.
Who?
On
You
behalf
forgot?
of Light Airways and the entire crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard.
Oh,
We are
LTA
currently
46.
preparing for departure and will be getting
Okay,
underway
okay.
shortly.
Then
Our
what is
estimated
special
flight time to
about the
Singapore is
co-pilot?
14 hours and
How
1
should I
minute.
know?
We are expecting a
Then
smooth
explain
flight,
how
but as
you know
always,
that
patience
captain,
is our
but
top
not the
priority.
co-pilot.
If you have any questions or need assistance, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. Thank you for choosing Light Airways, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
Bronco, please handle the comms while I taxi the aircraft.
Yes, Captain. ATC Light 52, ready to push back from gate 12.
Light 52, gate 12 push and start approved face south.
Light 52, ready to taxi.
Light 52, taxi to holding point Alpha 4, runway to 5 left via Kilo Alpha.
Light 52, holding short runway 25 left at Alpha 4.
Light 52, runway 25 left cleared for takeoff. Surface wind 0 at 0 knots, fly runway heading.
Clear for takeoff 25 left, fly runway heading, Light 52.
Wow, the engines of this L02 are quieter than the 787.
This is why I told you to try Light.
Hello, what would you like to drink?
Do you have any Singaporean drinks?
Our speciality for our flight today is Tarik.
What the hell is that Tarik?
Tarik is basically Singaporean milk tea.
Okay, then I would like to order a Tarik.
What about you, Mrs.?
Oh, I think I want to try that too.
Oh.
Never mind, I want nothing.
Okay, your order will be coming soon.
I've never seen this type of service before where flight attendants prepare things at the back of the plane.
I think this is better than using cards.
Captain, you were correct. This plane is indeed easy to fly.
Light Aerospace now makes the best aircraft. Now please prepare to enter the Mumbai flight information region.
PAS activated.
Captain, what is PAS?
I also don't know what that is.
Sir, you're a captain and should know everything.
Wait, why is the nose pitching up?
Captain, what is happening?
Let me take control.
Autopilot disconnected.
Captain, the plane is still not pitching down.
I'm trying my best to pitch it down.
Sir, everyone is screaming. Why are you still very calm?
The most important thing in these types of situations is to be calm. I'll contact the ATC.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Relay ATC Line 52 on control picture and storm. Unable to regain control.
Light 50 to Aurelia ATC Roger. Confirm emergency, current altitude and position.
Relay ATC Line 52 confirming emergency. Flight level 400 waypoint Charlie India Bravo Alpha India. Need immediate vectors to nearest airport.
Light 52 Roger. Waypoint Charlie India Bravo Alpha India flight level 400. Emergency cruise notified.
Stall, regain speed. Stall, regain speed.
The plane is stalling.
It is still possible to recover from the storm.
It's my first time to this really, Captain.
I'll make an announcement.
Stall, regain speed. Stall, regain speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are experiencing technical difficulties and need you to remain calm and seated. We are handling the situation and will keep you informed.
Stall, regain speed.
Captain, we are near the ocean. We're not going to make it.
Stay calm and only focus on stabilizing the plane.
I'll miss the wing to the 787.
Light 50 to Aurelia Tower. Please redirect to Greater Rockford Airport. Your new heading is 90. Acknowledge. Light 52. This is Aurelia Tower. Do you copy? Light 52. This is Aurelia Tower. Please respond. Light 52. This is Aurelia Tower. We have lost radar contact. Please respond if you can hear us. Light 52. This is Aurelia Tower. We are initiating search and rescue operations. Please respond if you can hear us.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with a heavy heart as we face the profound and distressing disappearance of Light Airways Flight 52, operated by our L11 aircraft on its journey from Aurelia to Singapore. Above all, let me express that my thoughts and prayers are directed toward the passengers and crew who were on board the flight and toward their families in this unimaginably painful moment of their lives. We are working with the aviation authorities and the search and rescue teams to locate our aircraft. I extend my assurance to the families of those on board and to the general public that we are deploying every available resource to find the missing aircraft and to determine what happened. The safety of our passengers and crew is our top priority. We will do everything we can to support the affected families in this difficult time. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Greetings, Dylan Trunchbull. How are you today?
Greetings, Mr. Kong. I'm doing well, thank you. What can I help you with?
How was my speech?
Well, your speech was very professional.
Thank you very much, my secretary. By the way, I think I know why Light Airways Flight 52 crashed. Want to know why?
Yes, Mr. Kong.
The software engineers I hired created software called PAS, which is the short form of Pitch Augmentative System. It is inspired by the MCAS system, which was created by our competitor. Since those software engineers are very cheap to hire, I think the PAS system has many bugs.
Yes.
But who cares? Profit is more important than safety, right?
Yes, Mr. Kong. Your decision to cut costs made you a billionaire. And I would like to thank you again for bailing me out of jail a few years ago.
No, thank you. Your hijack of Light Airways Flight 46 ruined Light Airways' reputation, which made the previous CEO and some board of directors step down, giving me the chance to take over with my loyalists. With the large amount of money I have now, I can spend everything on luxury sports cars and watches. If you remain loyal, nothing will happen to you.
Yes, Mr. Khan.
Even if the PAS system killed more people and all of the L02-1 aircraft were grounded, we still have the L01 narrowbody and other planes. Before I go, you must never leak anything to the press and outsiders. As a reward, I will wire you $1 million.
It is an honor to work with you, Mr. Khan.
What a calm midnight flight from Hong Kong to Tokyo.
Heard of Airplane?
Of course, I am flying an airplane now.
Airplane, the budget airline.
Ah, yes. The airline whose CEO fled to Antarctica?
Yeah, its story is so funny but weird. Airplane was founded by a tech support guy who quit his job but has a bit of aviation and business knowledge.
The founder should stick to tech instead. His choice of naming the airline Airplane was a poor decision.
I know, right? After founding the airline, the founder became the CEO but poorly handled the airline.
My brother worked for Airplane. Want to hear what he told me?
Yeah, sounds interesting.
He told me that the CEO called his staff useless and often swore. The airline had too little budget to buy a few flight sims, so all trainees had to queue for a flight sim.
Wow.
The CEO had no vision for his airline. He kept moving hubs from cities like Paris, Rio de Janeiro, and Manchester. There were multiple rebrandings too. A few years ago, it faced backlash over a $10 million scandal for allegedly selling customer data without consent.
Just asking, does your brother work for Airplane or its subsidiary, Airplane W?
For the last few years, he worked for Airplane W, which offered low-cost long-haul flights. The rest of his career was in the parent company.
Oh, I see. So, where does your brother work now?
He quit aviation and became a photographer, and his life is happier than ever.
I'm glad I work for Cathay Pacific, which has a cafe section on each plane.
Wait, we're close to the airport. First Officer Aaron, prepare for descent.
Yes, Captain Derek.
Autopilot disconnected. Transponder failure.
What is happening?
TCAST failure.
You're the captain. You should know everything.
Korean Air 719 exit the runway at Delta 3.
Hi, what happened?
Cafe 1059 Tokyo ATC, we lost your transponder signal. Do you read? Please confirm your status and current position.
First Officer Aaron Dew, I will handle the communications while you handle the controls.
Yes, Captain Derek.
Mayday, 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 Tokyo ATC. This is Cafe 1059. We've experienced a total electrical failure. Autopilot transponder and TCAST are inoperative. Our current heading is 130, and altitude is 25,000 feet. Requesting immediate assistance. Can you confirm you hear us?
Mayday Cafe 1059 Tokyo ATC, we read you loud and clear. Understand you have an electrical failure with autopilot transponder and TCAST inoperative. Maintain heading 130 and descend to 3,000 feet. We are preparing for your emergency landing. Stand by for further instructions.
Tokyo ATC Cafe 1059 Roger, maintaining heading 130 and descending to 3,000 feet.
Everyone, please come here. I have something important to discuss about.
What is it?
We've got a mayday with Cafe 1059, total electrical failure. I have them on heading 130, descending to 3,000 feet. We need to shut down runway 13 for an emergency landing.
What is the aircraft of Cafe 1059?
It is AL02-1.
L02-1 recently disappeared to heading from Aurelia to Singapore. I think electrical failure has to do with it.
There's no time to speculate. There's an ANA Boeing 737 about to line up on runway 13. I will handle that plane.
I will handle other aircrafts that haven't departed yet and ask the airport emergency service to stand by.
And I will handle Cafe 1059.
Should I make an announcement to the passengers?
Just tell them it's a minor electrical issue to not cause panic.
Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are experiencing a minor technical issue. Your safety and comfort are our top priorities, and we are taking all necessary steps to resolve the situation quickly and efficiently. We appreciate your patience and understanding. We will keep you updated as we have more information. Thank you.
Cafe 1059, Tokyo Control. We are shutting down runway 13 for your emergency landing. Continue to maintain heading 130 and descend to 3,000 feet. Advise when you reach 3,000 feet.
Tokyo ATC, Cafe 1059, descending to 3,000 feet. Will advise.
This is my first time going to New Chitose Airport. How about you?
I have been there for more than 100 times.
All Nippon 81 holding short runway 13 and Bravo 150 air. ANA 81, Tokyo ATC, hold position, cancel takeoff clearance. We have an emergency inbound on runway 13. I repeat, hold position and cancel takeoff clearance until further notice. Cafe 1059 is experiencing a total electrical failure.
Tokyo ATC, all Nippon 81 holding position, canceling takeoff clearance.
Huh, an electrical failure I hear.
Can I record that plane's emergency landing?
No, it is unprofessional for you to do so. Focus on making sure the passengers are safe.
Yes, Captain.
Cafe 1059, Tokyo ATC. Verify you have visual contact with the airport.
Tokyo ATC, Cafe 1059. Affirmative. We have the airport in sight.
Cafe 1059, Tokyo ATC. Cleared to land on runway 13. Winds are calm. Emergency services are on standby. Good luck.
Tokyo ATC, Cafe 1059. Cleared to land on runway 13. Thank you.
PAS activated.
Is PAS a software used to fix errors?
I don't... Wait, why is the plane pitching up?
Our plane is indeed crippled.
I can't pitch it down. This is our final moments.
天空之神，请帮助我们避免这架飞机坠毁。
Greetings, Dylan Trunchbull. Why did you call me here?
Greetings, Mr. Kong. I have some bad news to tell you.
What is it?
Investigators found out about our PAS system. Many of our colleagues, the COO, the CFO, and the CTO are arrested today.
This is not good. I have to escape from the public eye. My secretary, where do you suggest I flee to?
I suggest you escape to a neighboring country where no one will suspect you. I had arranged a secret place there.
Why our neighboring country? I suggest we escape to Antarctica, where the CEO of Airplane is. He may be of use to us due to his experience.
Antarctica is full of inhospitable landscapes, while that neighboring country is comfortable to live in, full of corrupt officials, and will be safe for us.
Who has not been arrested yet?
The CMO is safe in his house. He will also follow you later. Please escape now. I will escape later.
Why not now?
I have to stay here to fabricate evidence.
Okay, I will go now.
Dylan Trunchbull, you are under arrest for involvement in a scandal with the CEO of Light Aerospace.
Shut up.
Including charges of money laundering, fraud, and other illegal activities.
This arrest is
you have
not
the right
valid.
to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you in the court of law.
Fine. All right. Whatever court of law.